What's up, Elite? This is the Elite Debate, the hottest new show in our CFM, aka TED Talk. This will be an 18-minute show that we'll do every 2 weeks, I'd say. Basically, an undisputed type, first take type show. I'll be your host, Chuck Taylor. Got Bradley Bayless in the building and Cobra A. Smith. So we'll debate a couple topics for you each week or each couple weeks. And we'll start it off with who's the hottest new owner on the block? Who's the new kid on the block that's going to surprise the league, that's going to take the league by storm? Couple names. Gaming powerhouse is the Bucks. Had a nice move getting Aaron Donald there. We got Jumper, who we saved for making a couple bad moves, but he showed that he's all right on the sticks. And we have, who's the other guy?
Showtime.
There's also DBO, Debobio. He could.
And Debo, you're right. Debo, Lions. So that's 4 new owners. Who do you guys think will be the best one?
Showtime by far.
Who's Showtime? Who's Showtime? Like what team is that guy? I don't even know who that guy is.
He's the Chargers. He's better than all those other dudes you named.
I don't know about that. I feel like right now the guy that has made the most impact, hands down. I feel like this shouldn't even be a discussion. The guy who's made the most impact so far is Debo. Like, to me, that's a no-brainer. Like, I don't even know who Showtime is. You say Showtime, why Showtime? Explain it to me. Break it down to me.
There's really nothing to explain. He's better than all them other dudes. Like, Debo can talk on the screen, but he can't beat Show. Period. He can do all that shit on the stream, talking, have like the what's that shit? The low settings on his stream, all that. Ain't none of that shit gonna help. Show better than all of them.
Have they played?
They don't have to play.
You say gaming powerhouse is trash. I'm not sold on that yet. I think right now the guy who's made the most impact, I feel like it's Debo. Like you say Show, I don't even know who Show is. Who's Show?
Okay.
Gaming powerhouse though. Hang on. Let me say this. And then I'll give you the floor, Cobra. Gaming powerhouse has had a rough start, right? And he's got a really crappy team. Whoever had that team before him is just an idiot. However, he's had a rough start, okay? He's had a rough start. However, looking into the history of these guys, I heard a story about how Gaming Powerhouse was in a CFM. It was a money CFM. I think there was like a $30 buy-in, and dude ended up winning it all. He's had a rough start, but I'm expecting Debo to turn it around. Not Debo, but Gaming Powerhouse to turn it around. I think end of the cycle, Gaming Powerhouse will be the top of these new guys we've seen come in. But what were you saying, Cobra? Sorry for cutting you off there.
I'm just saying, hey, didn't Arturo just beat the dog shit out of Debo? Oh, okay. Okay, so we're just going to move him right along. And then...
Good point.
The gaming powerhouse, he got Amigo wireless. All his games keep dropping, so we're not gonna talk about
I don't know if gaming powerhouse is trash, but his internet is trash.
His internet is kind of fugazi.
Suspect.
Kind of suspect. And he rages live, which I do like, by the way.
Yeah.
So listen, I'm going to stir the pot here a little bit, right? The whole thing about Gaming Powerhouse's disconnects, I'm pretty sure in his last game against the Saints that disconnected. I think it was on the Saints end where the DC came. And also, what's interesting about it, there's only a few seconds left in the game and he had some injuries. Now, I'm not like saying anything, not making no claims. It's just a little suspect.
That was him because it showed that he was disconnected from the server.
Okay.
He had to reconnect to the EA server.
I gotcha.
That was insane.
So he got Amigo wireless.
Common denominator, man.
Yes, Amigo wireless.
How many?
So I would say right now the top 2 that you guys are saying are Showtime and Debo. That's really who it's between.
Actually, it's Showtime and then Showtime.
I'm sticking to my gun. Like, like you're saying Showtime, you're saying Showtime confidently. I don't know how you're making that claim confidently. Like I feel like
Because
I
I've
know
confidently
nothing.
seen him.
I
I've
feel like
confidently seen him win.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'll give it to you, Cobra. I haven't watched any of Showtime's games. Like I feel like Showtime really hasn't made an impact so far. However, he's still new, so maybe you're seeing something that just kind of like hasn't caught storm yet in the league. Maybe Showtime is like the next
Showtime is
big thing.
Beeman Senior. Put it that way.
He's what? Will you say that again?
He's Beeman Senior. He's
He was
Beeman
Beeman
Senior.
before Beeman.
That's a fact.
Is this a guy you've been around for years?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Put
okay.
it this way. Brad just beat him. Was it yesterday? That was the first time Brad beat him in like 6 years. And you call Brad the Madden Jesus, correct?
That is how I refer to him.
Madden Jesus was getting his ass handed to him by the same dude for over like 6 years.
Cosign.
Yeah. And Chuck seen it too.
Yeah.
And them games wasn't even close.
All right. To go to another topic, I think we can pretty much say that show's going to be the best newcomer. Somewhat, we can somewhat agree to that. Who do you guys say is the most overrated player in a league?
Oh, well, I can start that off easy. We can go right to Ohio, and we can look at the Browns.
Browns.
Because y'all
man.
always
Wow.
talk all that AFC East, AFC, what is it, North bullshit? When it's like a two-man
Best
race?
division, man.
It's a two-man race, period. And the Browns is out of here. To get them out of here. As soon as they fix the gameplay where you just can't throw it up and the offenses was scoring all the control, how does this offense look? Oh, okay, there we go. So you want to sit up there and run the clock and run Chubb all day, and that's your game plan. That's not going to work when you're fucking losing. And this record's gotten worse every season. That's a fact.
Cobra, let me ask you a question. I got a question. You're over here saying Estrada's the most overrated guy in the league. How would you feel? How would you feel? How would the league feel if I said Beeman is the most overrated guy in the league?
Well, he's been to 2 of the 3 Super Bowls. You can't be and won
Okay.
one, so you can't be
Let's
overrated.
let's
Wow.
kind of hypothetical situation here. Let's erase season 1 and pretend like season 1's not a thing and Beeman didn't win that Super Bowl. Okay, he still has the appearance in the Super Bowl. He still has the appearance in the Super Bowl, right? He still has the Super Bowl loss in season 3. Now, coming off the Super Bowl loss in season 3, how would you and how would the league feel if I said Beeman, under these circumstances, is the most overrated guy in the league?
Yeah, but he's not Beeman, so let's not stop that.
Yeah,
Because
but
first of all, let's clear some things up. Beeman lost in the NFC Championship, and then he lost in the Super Bowl. Let's be fucking clear. Estrada lost in the first round of the fucking playoffs and didn't sniff the playoffs the year after. And
listen,
let's just throw this out here. I know he had like some family issues. We ain't gonna really speak on that because we don't know what's going on. But I do know he played all this FML games. Let's keep it a buck. So
listen.
he played over there, but didn't play over here because them L's was stacking up.
I would have two retorts to this. One, I feel like you completely what is the word? Dodged my question there. Like I phrased the question and you totally threw the question to the side. And I feel like the reason you threw the question to the side is because the answer to that question raises a truth. That truth being Estrada has gone to the Super Bowl. We can't lump him in being as the most overrated guy in the league. There are people in the league that deserve that title far more than Estrada. However, I will agree with you on something. I agree. I totally agree. That's the point. However, I will agree with you on one thing, Cobra. So, you were chatting about how Estrada has maintained his FML games. Um,
Correct.
Estrada's in more than 2 leagues. I know of at least one more league he's in, a third league. And I got some homies in this league, and I was kind of like chilling in their chats, and they were chatting, and it turns out Estrada is in the playoffs of that league. I think he might have gotten eliminated, or I don't know. This was a few days ago, and he's in the playoffs of this league. So for him to be,
he's not playing games in the league because he's not winning them.
Bingo.
Is that what it
In
is?
his last game before his vacation, Bruce pushed his shit in. That's another fact.
Wow.
so there's times, right? There are times in leagues when guys like fall off, and when they fall off, like we're super quick to be like, oh, this person just doesn't care right now. They're not invested in the game. When in reality, they can't hang. I think right
so you're saying
now,
Estrada can't hang. So we agree.
I feel like you trapped me into that one. Okay, listen, the
You
AFC
disagree
North,
with me.
the AFC North.
Bradley Bayless, are you helping Cobra make his point? I'm confused, man.
Listen. I feel like listen. I'm gonna be like straight with you. Okay, I feel like you got me on that one. I fell right into that one. But even falling into that one, he's not. He is not. He is not the most overrated guy in the league. The most overrated guy in the league. I feel like, just like undisputed, it's not even a question. The most overrated guy in the league. Well, I think you guys already know where I'm going with it. The most overrated guy in the league, it's Zell. Zell is like hands down, like no question about it, the most overrated guy in the league. Anyone who says anything else, like, you're just like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how people defend Zell and put him up on like a pedestal. People think like I hate on Zell for the sake of hating on Zell, but that's not the case. I'm just calling it how it is. Cobra, I am very adamant about my belief in the overratedness of Zell. How do you feel about this?
All right, let me ask you a question. How many wins in the franchise does Zell have?
He has
Let's
a lot of
make it
wins.
easier.
37, correct?
How many losses does he have?
He has 14 losses, okay? Now, how many losses does Fun Guy have? 13. So he got one more loss than the former world champ, but he's overrated. Does that make any sense to you? He has a 725 winning percentage, which is like the fourth highest in the league. You can't really be overrated if you're always winning.
Who has he beat though? It's
He
been
beat
this.
everybody except Cheeseman. He beat everybody except Cheeseman.
Legit multiple times on the wire. I've literally gone through and broken down literally every single game on Zell's schedule. And season after season, his schedules are a cakewalk. And his losses, when you look at his schedule, his losses are always to playoff teams. Anytime he has a big game, he never pulls it out. I think people said in chat the other day, he's 6-1 against Beeman. When it matters, Zell cannot win. So
Put it this way: Chevy got 14 losses, and 6 of them are to Beeman. So who else is beating him?
hey, you remember I was watching Trash Talk Tuesday yesterday.
Jew?
Oh, he just lost to
Jew beat him in a
Jew.
playoff game.
He just lost to Jew in week
This
2.
season 2.
In week 2 of this season, the previous advance, he lost to Jew.
So do you feel that he's overrated as a Super Bowl contender? Because I don't think skill-wise, I don't think he's overrated. I think he's one of the top owners in the league. But you're basically saying you don't see him as a threat to win the Super Bowl,
No,
right?
no, he's not going to win a Super Bowl. He's not going to win a Super Bowl. Zell will not win a Super Bowl. I would love to see it. I would love to see him make it to the Super Bowl, but it's not going to happen. Cobra,
Put it this
I
way: if
was
Zell was in the AFC, he would have already been to the Super Bowl.
Cobra.
That's a fact.
Let me ask you this, Cobra.
And yeah,
So
and I know your AFC brethren, they can take it however they want. If
But
Chevy was over there, he
who
would have
has
been
he
to the
lost
Super
to in the
Bowl.
playoffs though?
He lost to Beeman. He lost to Jew, and I don't know the first season.
Yeah, but he's not just losing to Beeman. He's losing to other people in the playoffs.
No, he's only lost to Beeman and Jew in the playoffs. Those two.
Oh, so he only went twice?
No, he went 3 times. I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't know the first one because I don't remember. So I can really speak on that. I don't know that one. The 2 that I seen, he lost to the Panthers, and he lost to Cheeseman in the NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
The other cat that I know disappeared when he started catching L's. Record has gotten worse every year. So what are we talking about? And when he was balling, the game was tailor made for that Browns team where you can just do whatever the fuck you want on offense until it got fixed, and all of a sudden his offense went to shit.
So, Cobra, your point of reference to in defending Zell is his record, but I want to make a point that Brad made recently and that you reiterated yesterday on Trash Talk Tuesday. That point being, any season that does not end in a Super Bowl is a loss. So wins and losses in the end doesn't matter. What matters is the trophy. And if Zell can't win any big game,
except for 3 people, everybody's overrated except for 3 people. If that's the case, there's only 3 people won the Super Bowl.
Let's take a moment and I'm gonna pull up Zell's schedule here. Let's look at his schedule. I wish we could Daddy Leagues would let us go back and peek at past season schedules, but it's a bum. Okay, so looking at his schedule, he's currently setting at 1-1. He beat Jeff week 1, lost to Jew week 2. So Jew is a playoff team. He lost to Jew. He has Beeman in week 3. He's gone 1-6, I believe they said, to Beeman this year. And then he follows up with Alex in week 4. And then in week 5, he has Estrada. Week 6, he has Chosen. So going into week 6, there is a legitimate chance that Zell is going to be 1-4. And I'm calling it out right now. That's what's going to happen. Week 6, Zell is going to be 1-4. Why? Because that stretch right there, Jew, Beeman, Alex, Estrada, they're all playoff caliber teams, and Zell cannot win against playoff caliber teams. What are you going to say if we hit week 6 and Zell is 1-4?
I'm going to ask you a question. Didn't Chevy already beat Alex when he snitched on him? That's 1. Didn't he already beat Canoe? That's 2. Did he already beat Lou? That's 3. That's off the top of my head alone without even looking it up. So he beat True before. Is that that's 4 playoff teams right there.
Yeah, huh? I'd say another thing is the playoffs. Once you get to the playoffs, it's all about matchups, man. Like it has to go. I think some of it's luck on who you play. If you play people that you can beat, I mean, you're gonna make it. But sometimes it's all about if you face someone that's a bad matchup for you, just like Jew. I wouldn't say. I look at Zell as a higher rated player than Jew. But for some reason, when he plays Jew, he can't beat him.
Because he can't run on him. He can run, but Jew's got what, like 7 X factors in his defense. Like so you can run all you want, but what happens when you have to throw and somebody fumbles or he throws a pick and then next you know he's behind?
I agree. I just end of the day, I don't think this is a topic that's gonna get closed. This is something that you could debate for hours on end.
When we hit week 6 and Zell is 1-5, I think that will be the nail in the coffin.
I mean, time will tell. We're gonna have another show. We'll talk about it. Like around week 8, and maybe we'll hit on it again.
Yeah, we can
But
relive this.
yeah,
I can
that's
guarantee Chevy will have a better record than the Browns guy. I can guarantee.
They're both
we'll
sitting
see
at
though.
1-1
We'll
right
see
now.
what happened.
They're both sitting at 1-1 right now.
Yeah, I mean it's early, but I think that's pretty much it, man. That's all the time we have left for the show today. I think we touched on it enough. I think we'll touch on it again around week 8, along with some other topics. So if you guys have anything that you'd like us to touch on, go ahead and send it to myself, Cobra, or Bradley.
Or young
But
Bradley, send it to the man.
Bradley Bayless. But we're out. Peace.